Today we're going to answer a simple question. Are there fish in this roadside ditch? The ditch at this point is running between the road and this industrial park. Now I do have some doubts about whether there are any fish in here, and that's because the water's only about 6 inches deep. The stream's only about 3 or 4 feet wide. It's sitting in full sun, and given its location between the road and the industrial park, I don't have a lot of confidence in the water quality. But are there fish? Only one way to find out. Yeah. Oh! And what do you know? It's a green sunfish out of the tiny ditch. So yes, there are fish in here, but how is that even possible given how skinny the water is?
I used the USGS Stream Stats tool to figure out what we're dealing with here. At this point, the ditch is draining about half a square mile of land upstream. That makes this a first-order headwater stream, and while it only averages a little less than half a cubic foot per second in flow, that's actually 2.8 gallons every second, which adds up to about 250,000 gallons of water per day moving through this ditch. That's the thing with tiny streams like this. They move a lot more water than you'd think. Even this little trickle is constantly flushing water downstream.
Put this green sunny in the aquarium to get a better look at them.
So why green sunfish? Because they're some of the toughest fish around. They can survive in low oxygen water, high temperature water, poor quality water, and low flow conditions. Where other species might struggle, green sunfish thrive. Not only that, but they're aggressive feeders, so they do well in tough circumstances like this. And if any other competitors move in, the greenies are likely to outcompete them.
Well, we got 3 green sunfish so far. While I was showing you that guy in the aquarium, the little guy caught another one. Catching them in the tunnel.
Yep.
That's 4. We are catching these guys on an ultralight rod with a 164 ounce shad dart jig head.
Can you hold my rod?
And a little 1-inch trout magnet grub. Looks like the little guy just got our largest green sunfish here. Very nice one. Out of this tiny little ditch.
Green sunfish out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Another green sunfish. Fishies, fishies, where are you? Got another green sunfish. This part of Sunfish Ditch is good.
Now we're moving down just about 100 feet to another access point, and this time we're using a micro fishing setup. I've got a tiny size 26 gamakatsu hook with a sliver of waxworm on it. I want to see if there's anything else living in here, maybe a minnow, a darter, a chub, anything small and sneaky.
I got one. Okay, we got a micro. It's a green sunfish. Look how tiny that guy is on the size 26 barbless hook, Gamakatsu barbless hook. All right, send him home.
Got a micro fish. The micro setup. Look how small he is.
Green sunny?
Yep, he's a green sunfish.
So yeah, more green sunfish on the micro setup. No surprise. Either they're the only species tough enough to survive here, or they're outcompeting everything else that drifts in.
I love fishing big lakes, big rivers, and catching big fish, but this is enjoyable in its own way. It's proof that if you're curious and willing to look, you can find fish in most places most people would never even think to try. I'm dedicating today's video to the humble green sunfish, resilient, scrappy, and thriving where no fish has any business being.